Hello, welcome back. GovDoc Breakdown, no opinions, just facts and summaries of government documents, and you do the rest. June 12th, Supreme Court opinion, Parrish v. the United States. Spoiler alert, a lot of people suing the U.S. government coming up. It's kind of interesting. Not that I'm endorsing that, but today we have Dante Parrish, who was put in solitary confinement for nearly 2 years because he was suspected of being involved in another inmate's death. He was later cleared of any wrongdoing and then sued the U.S. government, claiming that he was wrongly kept in segregation. Eventually, a federal court dismissed this case, but by the time the decision arrived at the prison, Parrish had already been transferred. So Parrish did not receive the court's decision until 3 months later, and when he did, he quickly attempted to file a notice saying that he wanted to appeal. However, appeals have strict deadlines. In cases involving the U.S. government, you usually have 60 days to file the appeal, and Parrish, having not gotten the court's decision for 3 months, missed that deadline. And due to this, the appeals court decided he couldn't move forward with that appeal, even though he explained the delay was because of the transfer. So we get to the question of the case. If someone misses the normal appeal deadline but is later given extra time through a process called reopening, do they need to file another notice of appeal after that extra time is granted? And the Supreme Court says no. The court basically said that if you miss your normal appeal deadline because you didn't get the court's ruling on time, asked the court to reopen your appeal as law allows, and already submitted a notice that says you want to appeal, then you do not have to submit a second notice after that court gives you extra time. Your original notice is good enough. So basically that original notice of appeal should be valid and good enough at this point. It's kind of a confusing case, but basically I think the gist of it is if you miss your deadline for a legitimate reason, you should be able to appeal. The case centered around Title 28 U.S. Code Section 2107C, a law that allows people to request a 14-day extension to appeal if they didn't receive the court's judgment in time. The argument was whether the law requires someone to file a new appeal notice after getting the 14-day extension. And the Supreme Court said no, as long as the first notice made clear they wanted to appeal, the court says that that is not required. So now Parrish's appeal can go forward and the case can go back to the lower courts for further review. All right, Kaimo, keep your mind open, do your own research, form your own opinion. See you in a little bit.